bannyabo nsanyusa okubalabako mwebale nnyo mwebalire ddala okubeera abawuliriza ba Therapist Show wano ku Hope Channel gwe mulimu gwe tukola gwokka ogwatuleeta wano okuwulirizibwa n'okwogera gye muli bassebo ne bannyabo abazadde mwebale nnyo mwebalire ddala mwebale kuzaayo baana ku masomero I'm sure abaana bazzeeyo ku masomero abatannaba kuddayo muzadde gwe nkusabira Katonda akuwe ssente musomesa gwe headmaster deputy ngamba basa omwana bwaleetako ekitundu muyambe bambi enkyajja zireeta musaasire abaana badde ku masomero tuleme kulaba abaana batambula butambuzi abo batyo nga tebalina kyebakola abaana badde ku masomero mwebale nnyo mwebalire ddala twagala kubeebaza olwa byonna bye mukola byonna bye mwerekereza manyi ssaawa za kanayo kyani mudde eno mwabatunda mu kikuubo mulekerawo okuseera abazadde baffe abamaduuka stational shops mulekerawo okuseera abazadde baffe bambi bwe bajja eyo mubawe ku fair price so that bakomawo n'olulala namwe mufuneko katono n'abazadde batwala abaana ba ku masomero abasomesa abatuma abaana stationary asusa obungi okusukako oyo gwe mukozesa simanje mumuteeka naye njagala basabira Katonda abayambe mukwatirwe ekisa bwe mamula bwe mufisizaawo stationary you see bw'ofiisawo stationary mu ttaamu eno kwejja sabayo mutono tuwulira ebintu ebitali birungi nnyo naye ffe ba talking therapies nga tuli wamu ne Hope Channel mu show eno gye tuyita Therapist Show tujja bulijjo okubeera nga tubaguidinga mukole ebyekisa abaana basome abaana okubeera waka okunyigiriza abazadde nnyo nakyo si kirungi naye ate muzadde gwe nga bakubanjayo akasente ku ssomero nga akasente okafunye lwaki tokatwalayo mangu essomero lisobola okutambula mucomplaininga abaana babaliisa bubi kubanga n'akasente mukaleeta leeti mucomplaininga abaana basula bubi kubanga n'akasente mukaleeta leeti naye akasente bw'okafuna mangu akateekayo kagende ku akawunti mangu ate baatuwa essimu mwana wattu okwata bukwasibwa oti essimu kyekyekyeki ng'ossaamu koodi n'ebirala nga ssente zigenda ku akawunti y'omwana teweetaaga genda ku ssomero teweetaaga genda mu banka kasente kolina ku mobile money buli kagwako waaliwo omukwano wange yaŋŋamba ye buli lwafuna omutwalo ng'aguweereza ku ssomero kwegamba ogenda kutuuka ku statement nga mpaavu bweti kubanga ssente aziteekako nsanyusa okubalaba ssebo ne bannyabo nze Moses Kiggundu therapist nze Moses Kiggundu ndi wano olwaleero okubeebaza n'okubaaniriza olwaleero so interesting tuzze n'omugenyi omulala mwami Alpha Wamungu education psychologist azze wano olwaleero okubeera naffe sebo you can say hi. Buuza ku bantu
nsanyusa okubalaba abalabi ba
Hope TV
nange nesunza okwogerako nammwe leero.
So what is all about educational psychologist? What does it entail?
Educational psychologist comes from educational psychology, and educational psychology deals with teaching and learning in a formal setting. Okay. That is mu masomero. Omulimu gwaffe nga educational psychologist kwe kulaba nti no abaana abasomesa babeera successful mu ekyo kye bakola.
So you impact teachers and students or learners?
Yes. Please.
Okay.
So what we do, we train teachers in innovative pedagogical practices. That is the methods that are most productive. And then we train learners in how to learn in harmony with how their brain learns best. So basically what we do, we train and then provide resources to schools, that is learners, teachers, and even school administrators.
Oh.
Yes, sir.
So there must be a relationship between a learner, a teacher, and the administration.
Absolutely. So each one has got a package.
Okay.
Administrators have got to do with analysis of maybe the results that come from UNEB. If results come out, administrators should be able to analyze and then design the plan for academic performance improvement. That is for administrators. Then for teachers, you train them in effective instruction.
Okay.
That is the methodologies that have been proved by research to become more impactful. So then for learners, you train them how to do their work of studying. You train them in study skills in a simplified term.
Abazadde baffe twagala kwebaza kamba buulire ngenda kusoma omwezi mukaaga omwezi guno twali ku hotel gye bayita Wilson. Talking Therapies yateekateeka session ey'aba holiday makers. Twagala kubeebaza mwenna abaleeta abaana, abazadde baleeta abaana. This gentleman here, he was one of the facilitators. Yali wano, yali mu musomo ogwo n'ayogera eri abaana bammwe, abaana ne bamwagala nnyo era n'ebitabo n'abibaguza, abazadde mbadde mulaba nga mufollowinga. Twagala kuweebaza bonna. That was a successful session.
Yeah, sure.
Honestly.
It was.
Kubanga I remember parents were giving us their children. Do you know that it's so important a parent to trust you with his or her child?
Absolutely. Sure. It is important. It is not important.
Very important. It's not easy.
It is not something
easy.
that should be taken for granted.
It's not. We shouldn't take it for granted. Kubanga abazadde baleeta abaana baabwe ne batrustinga n'abaana baabwe. Mwebale nnyo abalabi ba therapist show, mwebale nnyo abazadde batukubiranga amasimu, abazadde ne baleeta abaana. Omusomo ogwo gwali mukulu nnyo nnyini ddala. Era twagala kubategeeza nti bazadde mmwe mwakola ekintu ekyobuvunaanyizibwa. Twagala okusaalirwa olw'abo bataasobola abali mu camp meeting bambi walaba bazadde. Some parents actually paid thinking that they would go and pick their children from the camp to attend this session. Unfortunately, they were not able. So basasula abazadde, twasaalirwa nnyo abataasobola okujja. Abazadde abasasula bambi batukubira amasimu bane mutusonyiwe, abaana tebasobodde n'abaana ne basaalirwa nnyo, naye nga session yali mpitirivu nnyo nga bwe mulaba mu bifaananyi ebiri awo. So we had actually four topics. Actually, you were one of the facilitators.
Yes.
Naye topic number one yali ku self-awareness. So self-awareness, what did we look at?
Self-awareness, tutunulira omwana okwetegeera yenga ye, n'amanya values, n'amanya enono
values, core values.
N'amanya core values. Kakati n'okusalawo n'asalawo okusinziira ku values ezo.
Omwana ateekeddwa okumanya kiki kyali,
right?
Na kiki kyayagala okufuna, na kiki lwakyali ku nsi kuno, then n'alyoka asalawo byagenda okukola.
Absolutely. Self-awareness kiba okwetegeera gwe ng'omuntu.
I remember Councillor Jali yatukola bulungi nnyo. Omukyala oyo gwe mulaba ali mu radio. Omukyala ali mu radio yatukola bulungi nnyo. Maroon actually, not red, but maroon. Yatukola bulungi nnyo, yatutwala mu self-awareness.
Self-awareness among teenagers. Teenager is a group from 9 to 19, okay? And teen is an English word derived from Old English, meaning pain.
N'atutwalira ddala paka mu hygiene.
Sure.
Abaana n'ayogera nabo, abaana abawala, engeri gye bakozesa pads, abaana abawala, engeri gye beetegeeramu, abaana abalenzi, engeri y'okwerongoosa n'ebirala, naye ate n'ekikulu ennyo n'okutegeera kye bawulira. Self-awareness.
So now we are trying to see self-awareness among teenagers. From the definition, we are trying to see what are the characters, what our actions during the teen period, and how are these characters affecting the society? How are these characters affecting our parents? How are these characters affecting our friends, okay? Teen, I asked one, said, how do you feel when you're called a teen? They are telling you, we know you are in pain, okay? They are just reminding you that you are in a painful period. And unfortunately, why is it painful? Many of our parents or guardians, unfortunately, they are not understanding what we are going through. So we end up wrestling. That's why it's painful. So painful that they don't understand us when we are in a teen period.
So how important is it that we should know yourself? How is it?
Bw'oba teweetegeera ate kizibu nnyo okutegeera abantu abalala n'okukolagana nabo. Era kizibu okutegeera ensi.
But now this context of children, these learners, how does it help them to know about themselves?
Well, self-awareness covers different aspects. One, it covers emotional aspect. That is, a child should be able to know why they feel the way they feel. That is, alina okutegeera lwaki awulira engeri gy'awuliramu. That's one. Then another aspect is the social. That is social aspect. A child should be able to, by the time she or he understands him or herself, then they are in a better position to understand even how to relate with other people. That is social aspect.
Okay. So abazadde abatulaba n'abayizi abayinza okubeera eyo abalaba therapist show mu area eyo eya self awareness kye twagendera nga talking therapist okuteeka omusomo guno twagenderera okubanjulira abayizi baffe nti nno mwana gwe olina ky'oli oteekwa okukimanya olyoka osobola okulireetinga okukolagana n'abantu abalala. Ennyombo eziri wakati w'abazadde n'abaana, ennyombo eziri wakati w'abaana n'abaana, ennyombo eziri wakati w'abasomesa n'abaana ziri kubanga we are missing that concept eya self awareness.
Sure. Tetwetegeera so tufuna obuzibu okubeera n'abantu okukolagana n'abantu abalala.
We find it hard
to relate with the other people because we don't understand ourselves. So before you can understand the world, before you can understand the other people, you need to understand you're the starting point.
Maybe Chebi, what are those components that we should understand in ourselves?
Well, number one, we need to understand, after understanding yourself, then you should understand the social, that's the other people.
Other people.
Then from there, you are in a better position now to be in better relationship with other people.
With other people.
That is relationship skills. We begin with self-awareness, then next is self-management. That is, you can now manage yourself. Wefuga. Naye tosobola kwefuga nga teweetegeera.
Actually, you said it rightly. Tosobola na kufuga balala for leaders.
Absolutely.
You cannot even lead others when you can't lead yourself.
Absolutely. You can't. You can't. So you begin with self-awareness, which is you understand yourself first. Then after understanding yourself, you are in a better position to manage yourself. Then after being in a position to manage yourself, now you can relate with other people. Then after understanding how to relate with the other people, now you are in a better position to make better decisions. Because now your decision, you have the foundation.
In other words, twali tutegeeza abaana okutegeera enkolagana gye balina okukolagana ne society.
Sure.
Abaana balina okutegeera enkolagana gye bakolagana ne society. Kubanga enkya bagenda kufuuka bakulembeze, kubanga awaka waliwo abantu bangi, waliwo anti, waliwo abantu abatali si maama wo ne naye obeera n'abantu bangi. Naye n'ensi endala nnene nnyo. So kati self awareness ekuyamba. You can even tell, yes, you can even tell your limits. No matter this, if I go beyond this limit, then I'm bound to make
of course, because you are self-aware.
You are aware of yourself.
Sure.
That was great.
It's a great.
That was great.
It's a good concept.
Thank you, Madam Jalia, Councillor Jalia. I think we should need him. We shall need him next time. Because this was just one session. Nayenge ina. Endala eyokubiri neyokusatu ezina details. So that was great. So next presentation was emotional intelligence. What is that? What is that?
Emotional intelligence.
Emotional intelligence.
When we talk about intelligence, we mean the ability.
The ability.
Or how people show their ability, their mental abilities. So when you talk of emotional intelligence, is being emotionally intelligent. That is we have being socially intelligent, being academically intelligent, being emotionally intelligent. That means someone is skilled in managing their emotions. So social intelligence is about being skillful in managing one's emotions.
That lady you see in black dotted dress is Madame Violet Nakasule. she's the one who took us through that lesson of emotional intelligence. She's a well-informed lady. Not only that, but she's a PhD student, and she's her specialty is in curriculum development.
Sure.
So emotion intelligence, awo tulabawo engeri omuntu gy'asobola okuba n'amagezi. But I remember her asking learners whether they're intelligent. Can we be intelligent all around?
Well, we always have gaps in knowledge. Being humans, we always have limitations in knowledge.
True.
But you can always reach higher. So emotional intelligence has 5 components, usually, which includes also self-awareness, actually.
Self-awareness.
So self-awareness is the first component of emotional intelligence.
Self-awareness. If you are emotionally intelligent, then
you are self-aware.
You must be aware about yourself.
Absolutely. So now, the second component is self-management, like we saw earlier.
Self-management, kati tuba tugamba nti engeri gye weefugamu.
Weefugamu. Ng'omaze okwetegeera oba olina okwefuga.
Abantu bangi nnyo tebasobola kwefuga. Let me talk to elders, adults. You know nti omwenge gukuyisa bubi, gukwogeza ebintu ebikyamu, gukwambulamu engoyi, naye tomanyi kwefuga engeri gy'ogunywamu. Kati eri abantu abafaanana bwe batyo. Omanyi nti no bw'obeera mu kifo ekyalina bwe kiti okyankalana, naye you continue be in that place. Okay? Self-management.
Self-management is the second component of emotional intelligence. Then the third is the social awareness.
Okumanya ebintu ebikwetoolodde, abantu abakwetoolodde.
Absolutely. That's the third component of emotional intelligence. Then the fourth is relationship skills.
Ofuna enkolagana, obukodyo, engeri gy'oyinza okukolaganamu n'abantu abalala.
Sure.
Weetaaga kuba ng'oli emotional intelligent.
Absolutely. Then the last component, which is the fifth, is the responsible decision making.
When you are making a decision, oteekwa okuba nga oli responsible ebinaavaamu binaakosa bitya abantu abalala.
Naawe kennyini
nnyini oteekwa ng'oli.
That is it.
Emotional self-control does not mean denying or suppressing what you feel. Bad moods are also good. Feeling sad, being in fear, becoming anxious, they are resources. When you're sad, you ask yourself, why am I sad? Then you will find a way to deal with your sadness. Being angry, so it will help you to be creative. Anger is one of the resources that helps us motivated. Most people, when you're angry with something, you find a way how to deal with it. So acknowledging your feelings is a form of integrity.
Kati ndowooza olaba muzadde gwe yasubwa. Muzadde gwe eyasubwa okuleeta omwana wo. Ebyo twabiyigiriza abaana bwe twali mu session ya talking therapies. So next time please do not miss. Awo twali tugamba abaana nti nno oteekwa okuba ne self management. Oteekwa okubeera self awareness nga weemanyi gwe kennyini. Oteekwa okubeera ne social awareness. Abantu abakwetoolodde bafaanana batya. Abaana baffe bagwa mu bizibu bingi nnyo kubanga tebalina awareness ku society, ku bantu abeetoolodde. Ne twogera ku kintu ekirala ku kye tuyita self management tukyogeddeko. What is that? Decision making.
Responsible decision making.
Responsible decision making nkulu nnyo. Abaana baffe basalawo batya. Do you know, I remember the forum where we are, parents complaining that this child forgot this.
Sure.
Abaana batuuka okudda ku masomero, batuuka ku gate wali asikaali acheckinga ng'abaana ebintu byonna babyerabidde dda. Babyerabiddeyo bye beetaaga.
That's it.
Abalala bava ku ssomero ng'emifaliso baagirekayo, ekkeesi baabibba mu dda, amasweta tebagalina, empale baazisuula dda. Self-management. Talking therapies yali eyogera n'abaana ng'ebategeeza obuvunaanyizibwa bwabwe okwemanaginga. Omwana asobola okubeerawo yekka ng'omuzadde taliiwo. Naye you find omwana ali mu senior form 6 naye ng'akyagera ne muzadde okushopinga ebintu.
Bamutwala ng'owa nursery.
Omwana ali mu form 4 tasobola kusala kkubo kugenda kwegulira bintu mu kibuga
On
tamanyi Kampala
Busy street,
tamanyi abantu basobola nakulinnya I've seen many of those such students nosanga omuzadde nga agamba njagala kuleeta mwana kumukansolinga naye siina amuleeta konso omwana ali mu foomu ki nti foomu 4 wakuleeta buleesi bamusomba busombi mumaze kwegamba abaana abo tebamanyira kumanya. That's why tusanga abaana nga atuuse ku ssomero nga yeerabidde ebintu socks tezirimu these boxers yazeerabidde self management agirina ebintu byonna aleka kubanga akimanyi maama ajja mumanaginga like some men are so arrogant and responsible. When they reach home they just pull their socks and basula kubanga madam my wife is going to start they call it kubalonda atandika okulonda bino etayi najjamu n'asuula eyo kugambe that self management katubiteeka mu baana eno
bakulenga
bamanyi. Yes, you manage your bedroom.
Sure.
You get that, Bwana?
I do.
You manage your bedroom. Who is going to manage your bedroom?
Who do you expect to do that?
Who is that?
Kana
eri abazadde osanga ng'omuzadde Johnny, get out so that the helper can clean your room. Kati omwana akula atyo.
You are raising a irresponsible child.
Self-management. That's
self-management. It covers so many aspects. So you begin with self-awareness. Then next you go to self-management. Then the third you go to social awareness. Now you understand what. Ngatona tegere bikwetolodde osooka nagwe kenyini. Begin with
parents
yourself.
You missed. I like that component. I like that part when Madame Violet say that you should know yourself.
Sure. It's the key.
But even feelings. How do you feel?
And why do you feel that way?
Why do you feel that way?
I remember her saying that feelings are horses and you're the rider.
Feelings are horses.
And you're the rider.
You are the rider. So who rides who?
It's you who should ride them, but usually it's the reverse. You know, it's the reverse. So is
it the same as the car and the driver who takes the other?
Absolutely. It is so ridiculous. It's like now the car is driving you instead of you driving
the car. The driver.
The driver, which is ridiculous. Not so. It's ridiculous. So the earlier you learn these skills, the better. The earlier
how you feel.
The earlier, because you cannot understand how you feel if you don't understand yourself as a person. Oh. So that's why self-awareness is on top. Before you can manage yourself, before you can understand the social setting, the other people, before you can relate with them, and before you can make better decisions. So we don't make decisions out of the blue. We should have information we are basing our decision on.
Honestly, abazadde now, this is for you. This is just a painkiller for you. The rest we shall talk when in our counseling rooms. Abazadde abagenda ne mushoppingira abaana bammwe abaana ne balaba bulabinga nga mubuleesawo ebintu nga bo tebatekinze part. You're doing them a disservice. Omwana muwa omukisa ye managing self management. Abaana zadde Katonda bawadde mukisa mulina emamotoka yeebale Mukama akoze bulungi naye omwana mulendeko kumulekeeko alinyeko taxi avuganyeeko n'abasaabaze
amanye ensi bwetambula
alyoka amanye social management.
Sure. That's it.
Kubanga omwana abaana tebalinyangako ku taxi. Kale planned kids. Thank you very much parents. Planned kids, yes, but I want to tell you nti ensi yo teri planned.
Sure.
Ensi eyina ebizibu byayo.
It's dynamic.
It's dynamic. Ekyuka.
Esawa yona
ekyuka. So kakati omwana alinyeko ku taxi. Omwana naye pocket money waliwo omuzadde
alinyako ku boda aramuze boda si kumugamba genda namusasule wajanga omunone waka
aliwo one of my kids namuwa 15 eza boda zizo ye bwe yatuuka wali nga wawa boda set nga gwe balamuza where's balance
anti tewamu training I'm telling you
kakati ngize so abazadde baffe tuyige okuwa abaana omukisa beekolera ebintu byabwe omwana yoze bokisa ye omwana asiimule bedroom ye omwana abeeko emirimu gy'akola awaka abimanye
yegololera engoye ze.
yegololera engoyi ze wadde tulina maid naye omwana yeekolera ebyo kati self management.
That's it.
Bannanga abaana Mr. Alafan alafunako omwana client yava bweru eyo nanyumiza n'agamba Moses, if you can't manage yourself ebyebweru biveeko. ebweru buli muntu akola kintu kikye otekwekolera ebintu byo emmere weeri awo fumba, and if you don't know how to kufumba muceere
you're gone.
You must know how to kufumba muceere, you must know how to iron, you must know how to connect these things and wash your clothes, put them in
the washing machine. And
if you don't know,
and these are developed countries, remember?
Yes, developed countries, probably katiabo nedda sebo, you do things yourself.
Self-management skills still matter even the other side.
Yes. So kakati abazadde muleme kutukolako kajjanja, sorry to use that language, naye ngeza kukutegeeza please mukola nsobi okuloosa abaana mbu bagagga tebajja kusobola kwekolako bintu byabwe. N'ensi ezaakula abantu beekolera
ate nga bagagga
nnyo. You do things yourself. So kutula butuuzaawo gwe n'okwata remote n'otandika kulaba TV kyokka. Nodda ku ssimu no.
Tomorrow may come.
Yes, the world is dynamic like you said. Self management.
That's important.
That's
in fact,
very
one
important.
of you've reminded me of an article that I read.
Yes.
That was mentioning the mistakes made by the good parents, not bad ones. Good parents.
The mistakes
made by good parents.
Only good parents. Not bad parents.
No. The bad parents cannot afford that.
Bad parents can't afford making those mistakes.
No. Those are for good parents.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Talking Therapies on behalf of the Hope Channel. Ateranga tubategeeza nti eno show tugiyita The Therapist Show. Tugenda kukomawo, tutandikirawo mistakes made by good parents. Temuvaawo tukomawo katugenda tumukumbuleko. Mukama abapero. Basebo ne banyabo mukama waffe yeebazibwe mwebale nnyo kubeera ku show eno obutagivaako twagala bategeeza nti nno Talking Therapies awamu ne Hope Channel tetugenda kussa mukono okutuusa nga buli maka galina essanyu, okutuusa nga buli kizibu tukikonyeeko, okutuusa nga buli kusoomooza tukwogeddeko, okutuusa nga tukuwadde kye tulina ne tulaba engeri kiyinza okukwataganamu n'okusomooza kw'oyitamu. I understand you're going through different challenges, but we believe in God and we do believe in such wisdom that is given to you eyinza okuyamba okweyongerayo mu maaso. Olwaleero tulina Alpha Wamungu education psychologist atuyigiriza ebintu bingi nnyo, naye tuba tubageza kukola reflection ku bintu bye twayitamu ngenda kuzomeze mukaaga. Eyo show yali mpitirivu nnyo. So there are mistakes that are made by good parents.
Yeah, sure.
But not bad parents.
I don't know. Bad parents, is that? No, they are too expensive. Bad parents cannot afford that.
Oh.
So one of the biggest mistakes that good parents make is doing everything for their children.
Everything. So for you, you think you are a good parent.
And you have to protect them from all the painful experiences, including the most educative ones.
Oh.
So by shielding them from experiencing the world, you are preparing them for unexpected challenges.
Unexpected challenges. Actually, no, you are preparing them not to face the world.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's the right thing. So, good parents, and they are good.
Protecting them.
Actually, in fact, it is not only protect; it is overprotecting.
Overprotecting.
So you want to make sure that
is okay, but over.
That's you're going over. You're going overboard. That is, you want to make sure that they are hope to cross the road. You want to make sure that they are hope to get to school. You want to make sure that the shopping is done for them. You want to make sure that they don't even get out of your house. So to make sure that you are protecting them from the world. And by protecting them from the world outside your home, you are preparing them actually to fail to face it, like you said. Because you cannot be with your child all the time.
So what are those? Let's have those highlights. Could we have those some mistakes that
number one is doing everything for them.
Doing everything for them. Abazadde wulirayo buli lwobanga buli omwana omukolera buli kintu kyonna ng'okimukolera bukolezi.
You are a good parent.
Oba muzadde mulungi naye ng'ate okola ensobi kubanga oteekateeka omwana okulemererwa okusinkana ensi ejjudde okusoomooza.
Which is sure to come.
And it is coming.
It is sure to come. It's sure to come. It is sure to come. It's sure to come. So basically, the more you protect them, the more you expose them. Though indirectly.
What a statement.
Yes, that's it.
The more you
protect them, the more you expose them, but to the other pain you avoided, you are exposing it to that pain, but indirectly. And we tend to see things that are close, and we find it hard to be foresighted.
Could you give us another mistake, at least another one?
No, well, another one is over-trusting them, over-trusting them that they know what they want.
Okay. Okay. Over-trusting your child.
That they know what they want. No, we are manchayagara. So you give them money, they buy what you think they know that can be helpful to them, yet in fact it's like putting something in the wrong hands. You're giving them money to do something, and yet they are not skillful enough
to handle,
to be financially responsible.
A parent of mine told me yalina taata we nga mugogo nga kati wakomawo nga bagenda okushopinga nga taata abatwala bo abaana abato nga balonda buli kye baagala, high heeled shoes nga abaana bazireeta, baleeta ebintu byonna byonna babireeta, baleeta emmotoka ejjudde kubanga sente zaalingawo, those obote times ezo ebiseera ebyo nga sente ze kutuusa omuntu omulu yayingirawo n'agamba sebo oyonoona abaana.
Sure.
Oyonoona abaana. They don't need these things.
He overtrusted them that they knew what they wanted, which was not the case. So that basically they shouldn't be overtrusted, but they should be trusted. They shouldn't be overprotected, they should be protected.
Abazadde baffe abatuwuliriza n'abawuliriza ba Hope Channel show eno eya therapist show tugezaako okukola okureflectinga ku bintu byetwayitamu ng'ennaku z'obwezi mukaaga bwe twali ku Leeson Hotel e Nansana. Naye waliwo ekirala. Here is the man who took us through the reflective learning oba how to learn oba engeri gye tuyigamu abaana baffe bayigamu batya abaana beesanga balina ebizibu eno subject enkalubira buti. Please, can you give us a recap or some highlights? What was that?
Well,
for parents who didn't attend, for some of those,
for the child that missed the other session, it is unfortunate that we cannot bring back what's gone, but we can always catch up with what's ahead. We are here, and we are the same people that prepared the other one, so we can always prepare. But going back to what was covered, let me take you back to the earlier question that was posed. Educational psychology is one of the best, actually, discipline that caters for learners, teachers, administrators, and even parents. So it is I believe it is the most caring, second to medicine, it's the most caring discipline you can ever get. So educational psychology is a combination of education and psychology. So it is, in fact, educational psychology, it is a branch of psychology, but which has a component of education. So meaning you combine these two disciplines and then you use the knowledge to promote or to improve learning, teaching, and parenting.
Okay.
So educational psychologists then use that research-based or the foundation of knowledge from these two fields, education and psychology. Because we know that emotions affect learning. And emotions are not studied in education, they are studied in psychology. And then when you study the emotions, it should be within the school setting. So the education can also come in. So we talked about reflective learning, going back. Reflective learning is from reflection. And when you reflect on something, you are thinking about that thing in a serious way. So when we train learners to become reflective learners, we are training them how to plan, monitor, and evaluate their own learning.
Plan, monitor and
evaluating their own learning. Which, before a learner can start learning, they should be able to know what they are doing.
Planning.
And next, after planning, then you should implement your plan, which will require you to monitor the progress, to make sure that you are progressing, you are moving forward. Then after moving forward, remember you have a goal now to achieve. So you should be able to know whether you have achieved those goals earlier set or not, so you can do the adjustment.
Let's have an example. You're going to help us practically. For example, a learner has a challenge with mathematics. Then we have to plan.
You have to monitor.
And you have to
evaluate.
For example.
So for instance, if we pick mathematics as a particular subject, as a case, a study case, number one, we need to understand why students fail certain subjects. We go back. Why students struggle in certain subjects, whether it's sciences or arts. Number one, before a learner can approach the subject, they should be prepared mentally. They should have a positive mindset towards that subject. So the first thing that a learner needs is, we call it growth mindset. Growth mindset is a belief that intelligence and knowledge can be increased.
Okay, it's not like Feriaga na twakomao.
That is a fixed
but
mindset.
It can be increased.
Absolutely.
Like what I knew yesterday,
I can always add.
I can always add on.
So now, the reason is why some of the learners normally struggle in certain subjects. It is they don't believe they can do better. Believe first. Which includes that's mindset. We have two types of mindset. We have growth mindset, which is about believing that you can add the intelligence you have, you can increase the intelligence you have, you can do better if you learn how to do better.
And then when it comes to monitoring,
yes,
then you monitor whether you have added.
No, yes, that is the. I wanted to show you that before you struggle in a subject, you for a long time have been believing that you cannot do better in it. So some learners believe that they are good at something or they are not, and that's not good. That's not supported by science. So you should know that anything that can be done can always be done better, and the only way to do better is to learn how to do better. So anything can be learned. And once you learn how it works, you can do it better, whether it is in mathematics, physics, or whatever it is. So number one, when you approach the mathematical problems, number one, for a learner who has been trained by us, or who was in that session, number one is to understand what kind of problem is this.
You should be, when you're presented with a question or a problem to solve, you should be able to know the appropriate study strategies for solving that particular problem. That's why it is important for you to understand what the nature of the problem before you can solve it.
There's another thing when we talked about drugs. We told them that drugs, when you start drugs, it's a journey of no return.
You lose control along the way.
You lose control.
And you are driven.
Try to get dopamine. Dopamine, once it's compromised, you're gone.
It's going to demand.
So you want, your heart says, I wish I could stop.
But you are powerless.
You are powerless. You are disarmed. Kati ebyo byonna twabitunuulira mu session eyo. I liked it when coupling. Abazadde balina nnyo abaana bafuuka coupling, and we told them coupling is not yet. Twabasomera text for us who enjoys Bible. There is time for everything.
And that's
Yes.
prematurely. You're prematurely doing
yes.
something.
There's time for everything. Kakati okola kisawa zino. Is it time for coupling? Is it time for learning? Is it time for marrying? We gave them 3 dresses. What dresses? One is called graduation dress. The other one is wedding gown. And the other one is what? Just has skipped
casual. It has to be just casual dress.
So which one do you put on first? So people, you want to have maternity dress, and then you go to graduation.
No, you may not get there.
You may not get there. So abazadde baffe baagalwa twagala kubeebaza nnyo ebintu byali bingi nnyo twagala kusanyukira nnyo. Wilson Hotel, thank you for organizing the place, for the lunch you served us. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Hope Channel, mwebale nnyo Hope Channel. Wow, manager waffe ne ba staff mwenna mwebale byonna bye mwakola okulaba nga olunaku lubeera colorful. Mwebale nnyo because they were our partners. And we want to thank the Parents Granary 2022. Mwebale nnyo nammwe abazadde. Those are parents who organize bateekamu ssente ne balaba nga omukolo ogwo olunaku olwo lubeera lulungi nnyo. We want to assure you that even next time we shall let you know when twetaaga abaana abo. Tujja kuba nga tubawa programs za talking therapies okulaba nga abaana bakomyawo and this time round we are going, because this time twateekateekawo kitono nga tulowooza abaana bajja kuba batono, but they came in big numbers. And now next time tugenda kuba n'ekintu nga kirungi nnyo. Alpha, talk to these parents and viewers before we close. Anything that you feel like you want to tell them that is in your heart.
Yes. Well, thank you so much. Dear parents,
yes.
We are so grateful for your trust, for trusting us with your children. Teenagers and adolescents, they are not easy to let go, but you let them go to us. I appreciate the staff and management of this TV. And my suggestion to any parent, skills are key. If you're planning for your child to succeed in school, then you get them tools to help them do that. That's it. So once they are equipped, then performance comes as a byproduct.
That's wisdom.
And we are here to do that. So we have done research so you don't have to.
That's wisdom. Thank you, Brother Alpha. But sebo ne banyabo. Waliwo ayagala amagezi. Mugasabe. Amagezi Katonda agagaba. Naye Katonda agenda kuwa amagezi ago ng'oganoonyeza. Katonda atadde amagezi ago mu bintu bingi ebyekwese. Talking therapies tujja okuyamba abaana n'ebintu ebirala bituyamba bingi nnyo okulaba nga amagezi ago gajja. Twagala kubeebaza nnyo okubeerawo okuwuliriza. Abazadde mwebale nnyo, abasomesa baffe, Teacher Viola kudos, Teacher Viola webale nnyo, Kansala Jalia webale nnyo, webalire ddala. Alpha, thank you very much. You did a great job. And we hope tukakaza abazadde tujja kwongera nnyo okubaleeteranga sessions ezifaanana bwezityo okuyamba abaana baffe at least okulaba. Twagala okuteekateekayo kosho endala nga eyamba abaana abavudde mu primary okuyingira secondary gye tuyita transition. Okwewala transitional stress. Abaana bamaze okukola P7 nga bagenda kuyingira mu senior.
They need a soft landing.
They need a soft landing, and talking therapies, we are expert in those.
We are there. We are there for them.
We want to say thank you very much. May God bless you. Mwebale nnyo. Wilson Hotel mwebale nnyo. Hope TV mwebale nnyo. Granary 2022 Parents mwebale nnyo. Mwebale W mutu yena ina kiyako. Abazadde mwebale nnyo. Abazadde baleta abaana baabwe. Baleta abaana baabwe ku ssaawa ezo nenda banga abazadde baleta abaana bambi ate ne babanona. Thank you very much. Can we call it a day? Can we call it a show? Thank you very much for everything. Katusabe eri abazadde abatandika kutwala abaana bamwe ku masomero tugenda basabira yesaala n'eri abaana abamu abalwadde Katonda bawonye. Katusabe Katonda omukulu ekitiibwa webale nnyo olwa Hope TV, webale nnyo olwa Parent Granary 2022, webale nnyo olwa Wilson Hotel, webale nnyo olwa abazadde, webale nnyo olwa abaana abayizi. Katonda wange nno okusaba ku lwaliro kugamba w'omukisa abazadde baffe banoonya school fees bazifune mangu ddala baziweereze ku masomero. W'omukisa amasomero gaffe gonna abaana baffe gye bali bawe omukisa. W'omukisa buli muntu yenna yeetaaga omukisa. Omuntu yenna abadde alaba show eno asobola okufuna omukisa. Abazadde baffe abazadde bagiraba ne balaanaaza abalabadde bagiraba obawe omukisa ku Yesu Kristo Mukama waffe. Amiina.